This was Dufferin Grove Wading Pool in July 2010. It was the summertime heart of the park. It's right beside a good playground with shade, and it became a neighborhood gathering spot. That kind of friendly activity around wading pools was not only at Dufferin Grove Park. At McGregor Park, half a mile away, the scene was also lively. There were lots of camp outings. There was fun for older kids. There were community events, holiday celebrations. Many generations came to the pool. There was so much for kids to do with poolside programs. But in 2011, these wading pools were reorganized. Central staff replaced local staff. Disconnection happened all over the city. There was no more arts and crafts at any city wading pools. Many pools emptied out. For example, here's Carlton Pool, Fred Hamilton Pool, on hot days empty. And another significant event took place. That same year, Public Health got money for water safety. This was a follow-up to the Walkerton drinking water scandal. In Toronto, public health inspectors got involved with wading pools. Although the pools had operated safely for many decades, with very few problems, public health inspectors imposed a brand new regime. Staff were put into biohazard suits to add chlorine. They were told to add more chlorine than before. Chlorine was added up to 6 times a day. Pools were drained halfway each time. It bleached the pool cement, all that chlorine. In addition to the chlorine draining times, Public Health said that pools must be drained completely at midday to get rid of the sand. No kids were allowed in the pool when it drained, because the suction of the water going down an open drain pulled by a sump pump would hurt them. But Toronto wading pools have anti-siphon drain covers and no vacuum pumps. We found they have only enough suction to tickle your toes, but Public Health insisted they were dangerous anyway. The frequent closures for draining made the pools off limits for kids many times a day. All these new rules made even more problems. With no games or poolside crafts, staff got bored. Even though there was less programming, staffing costs went up. Even fewer people used the wading pools. City councillors considered replacing wading pools with splash pads, saving the cost of having staff in the parks at all. But splash pads are not an easy answer. Here's Perth splash pad on a Saturday afternoon at 32 degrees, no one there. Bayview Park, August the 15th, no one there either. No staff and fewer users seems to be the result. That often happens with splash pads. At Sherburne Common, here's a costly new design, but only one user on a hot Sunday afternoon. Water outlets are actually more complicated than the ordinary wading pools. Here's Gamble Park's splash pad with only 5 of 8 outlets working, as water outlets often break down. Can we go back to how wading pools used to be? Talk it over with your neighbors.